battle at Stamford Bridge. Battle at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea versus Arsenal. An exclusive London derby game day. What's up, guys? Welcome to ASHILISPORTS. If you're new, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, like and share the video, and let's go. Where should I even start from? It looks like Arteta have found an antidote to Chelsea winning ways lately, because out of 5 games played last, Chelsea only won just 1 out of 5, and I wonder when is this going to stop. And the last time Chelsea won was August 22nd, 2021. Chelsea haven't won game against Arsenal since 2021. Can you imagine? And Arteta have his way of dealing with Chelsea. He's playing a beautiful game. He's playing a tactical game, and against Chelsea he usually switch on tactics. But then the last game against Chelsea was under Frank Lampard era, where both go by 4-3-3 formation. And hey, at the end of the day, we all know what happened. Arsenal actually won the day. Mauricio Pochettino coming on and then switching his formation from 3 back right now to 4-3, and last 3 couple of games actually worked for Mauricio Pochettino. The question mark is Chelsea ready to face Arsenal again with the kind of situation and ups and downs that is going on? International break comes in and break. Arsenal was able to win very massive win against City, which was very excited by the football world. But then this test, is it going to be Arsenal or Chelsea? Because we all know a lot of people think maybe Arsenal won that game because of Rodri and De Bruyne absence in City lineup last game. But hey, the real test is just for Chelsea, I think, because Chelsea has been struggling since the beginning and a lot of injury at hands, and Mauricio Pochettino have managed to, it's not consistent win for sure, but for Chelsea to get that 3 consecutive wins, the only problem is just going to be on the midfield because of the international break. Chelsea have a key figures who are coming from far away like America. They have not actually rest enough to face a massive game like this, and benching these 2 guys, Enzo and Caicedo, will cause a massive harm to Chelsea than good. And I expect Mauricio Pochettino to go on with these 2 against Arsenal. We all know Mikel Arteta like one-on-one marking, and he like pressing up higher to prevent opponent from pressing he like offensive play than defensive play, even though he has a good defense and he has a massive midfielders who can be able to protect his defensive line, but his match focus is just attacking higher wide. I don't understand how a midfielder likes attacking higher wide. Lampard tactics, we can actually judge it or compare it with what Mauricio Pochettino is doing right now, because we all know with Lampard, I don't know, because he was a midfielder and he liked scoring goals during his era. He always liked his midfielders to join attack and then press very high, leaving the defense wide open, and opponents are capitalizing on that. But then this is total different ball game together. Arteta, from how many seasons with Arsenal in Premier League, Mauricio Pochettino had his spell in Tottenham and also now in Chelsea, and going to face a team like Arsenal who is on form, who has a winning mentality and has a lot of togetherness, and Declan Rice joining them this season has been superb, one of the best midfielder DM in the league currently, and let's see how this is going to play out. But I think Chelsea is ready and they need to actually prove a point. A lot of football fans think Chelsea is not ready and this game is just for Arsenal, and I beg to differ, because with Mauricio Pochettino bounding with his players, and now we look at Caicedo actually involving so much in his game. Look at Palmer actually getting on Arsenal have been together for quite a long time, and they are very, very composed with their game. They believe in what they are doing, and they believe in Arteta project or Arteta formation, and that might be a factor for Chelsea in Stamford Bridge. Chelsea was very hard and very difficult to beat in Stamford Bridge, and that is the kind of mentality Mauricio wants to bring into the bridge. And hey, preventing Arsenal from getting goals will be the key factor in this game. And 3 clean sheet for Robert Sanchez, and hey, a lot of teams have 3 clean sheet for sure, but let's see how this is going to play out. 4-3-3 is going to be the ideal formation for Chelsea. And Robert Sanchez, he has been wonderful. He won the save of the month. His confidence and form is coming back gradually, and having 3 clean sheet on the goalpost will be looking very, very massive for him. And hey, in the back four for me, I think Malo Gusto will be back to the side, even though Mauricio Pochettino will maybe like to maintain Cucurella, who has started for the past few games and has been able to do wonderful in that position. And for sure, Disasi will be pairing the central defensive position with Thiago Silva as well. These two has actually been wonderful for sure. And hey, Livy Colwill will play at the back because he has been instrumental over there. Benchewell last injured, and hey, Livy Colwill did a lot of massive work at the left back formation for Chelsea, or left back position for Chelsea. And hey, going into the midfield, as I said, Enzo Fernandez and also Moises Caicedo are very, very instrumental. And if they won the midfield battle against Arsenal midfield, I think probably is going to be the Chelsea day. My match problem is just them coming back from the international break, and they don't have that maximum rest to face Declan Rice and Thomas Partey in Arsenal midfield. But hey, I still believe these two midfielders can carry Chelsea in that formation. And hey, pairing them with Conor Gallagher at the end of the day would be massive for Chelsea. And the front three has been absolutely very, very, very questionable for Mauricio Pochettino. Raheem Sterling last game was absolutely massive, and causing penalty and scoring and being the man of the match for Chelsea is going to be very, very difficult for Mauricio Pochettino. But at the end of the day, I think the left wing back, he will still use Raheem Sterling over there because Mikhailo Modric is still building his confidence, and we saw him in the international break. His goal against Malta for sure was absolutely massive, and that mentality, bringing it on board, could help Chelsea. But Raheem Sterling last game form will not be on bench for Chelsea. And Cole Palmer, for me, I think the right wing didn't give him that freedom to operate in the pitch, but he enjoyed himself over there, and I think hey, he will still be on the right wing back for Chelsea, but he needs that number 10 role to be able to do much for Chelsea. But let's see what is going to happen for Cole Palmer for sure, but I think he will still maintain that position. And now the striking position, Armando Broja and also Nicholas Jackson, these two have different qualities, have unique qualities of their own, and both of them can still actually perform much better in Mauricio Pochettino project for Chelsea. Armando Broja came on and was able to do it for Chelsea, but the last game his performance wasn't actually that good, but he still gave Chelsea something because the movement and also the runs he also made was absolutely instrumental. But Nicholas Jackson still came on to show that he's ready for Chelsea, and he has picked up goal last game. I think Mauricio Pochettino will still pick Nicholas Jackson for the starting line because hey, Armando Broja just came back from injury, and he's someone who is prone to injury, and an experienced coach like Pochettino would like to actually protect such player because he knows a brighter day what Armando Broja will be able to do, and he also have that kind of Premier League experience than Nicholas Jackson. But at the end of the day, I think Mauricio Pochettino will go for Nicholas Jackson in the day. But hey, what do you think about Arsenal? They still have some few injuries or some few concerns, because some players like Saliba and also Thomas Partey, they have like 50% of actually starting this game. But I think this game is very, very important for Arteta, because it's a derby, a London derby of this kind of nature. Arsenal have proven subsequently that they are the most biggest Chelsea rivals in the London side. But hey, Arteta will be parading David Raya because he played last game for sure. He has the opportunity to switch to Ramsdale, but then David Raya in the back actually give them that momentum. Saliba, Gabriel, and also Ben White will actually play the back four alongside with Zinchenko for sure, because Zinchenko playing in that left position actually give a Arteta an additional midfielder, because the way Zinchenko play operate in the in his left back position is absolutely instrumental for Arteta project or Arteta formation. In midfield, we all know Martin Odegaard, who is the captain of the side. He is very, very, his technique in midfield absolutely massive, joining up the attack, allowing Declan Rice and Thomas Partey operating in midfield absolutely massive. And hey, these two players, Declan Rice and also Thomas Partey, have the capability to operate in the DM position to protect the back line. Such a massive, 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 massive midfielders for Arsenal. Looking at the front line, I think Martinelli will start this game, because the last game he came on with Thomas Partey to change Arsenal game. What what an what a player, a direct player. He doesn't care whether you are coming or just moving forward. He brings the ball to you and he can dribble. Bukayo Saka will be on the right side for Arsenal, and hey, he is actually determined, and we all know what this guy has, some kind of luck against Chelsea, and Gabriel Jesus will be the striking side for Arteta. Chelsea, Arsenal in the London derby. Guys, what do you think about this lineup formation? What do you think about both players actually, or both teams going on? What are your scoreline predictions? Because this is absolutely massive, massive in the bridge. And hey, will Chelsea win this game, or is it going to be for Arsenal? But for me, I think at the end of the day, this game might be draw, because looking at Chelsea current position, they wouldn't like to commit more men forward for Arsenal to get a goal in Stamford Bridge, and Arsenal getting a goal in Stamford Bridge could actually come back to the same old story of Chelsea. Mauricio Pochettino wouldn't like that, but let's see what is going to happen. Let me know your scoreline predictions and see you in the game watch along. Thank you very much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscription button, like and share the video.